Welcome to Park Yoga Shorts, and welcome to your last Park Yoga Shorts of the whole season. So a really big welcome from me and from all the other instructors here at Park Yoga. My name's Naomi and I'm the Park Yoga instructor at Minehead, and I'm going to be taking you through a celebration theme yoga sequence today. So as we come to a close of our 2021 season, I'm going to take you through a celebration theme to celebrate our bodies, nature, and everything else that there is to celebrate out in life. So welcome, grab yourself a mat, make sure that you've got enough space around you to move and to enjoy your class. If you've got any injuries, please be mindful of them, adjust and adapt as you need. If you are pregnant, this class isn't suitable for you, but you can skip through to the end and do the relaxation seated if you'd like. And just making sure, as always, that you are fit and healthy to practice with me today. If you don't already know, Park Yoga is a charity and it's set up to encourage people to connect with nature and with each other, and to bring yoga to communities, not just for those who already do yoga, but also for people who've maybe never tried yoga. So if that's you today, if you've never tried yoga, or if you're still relatively new to yoga, that's okay. You're welcome here. Everybody is welcome at Park Yoga. So roll out your mat and we will get started. So we're going to start in child's pose. And this is a pose that you can come to at any point throughout the class. So you can take your big toes together, take your knees nice and wide, and then lengthen the arms out in front of you. Just drop the forehead down towards the mat if it reaches. If it doesn't reach, you can grab a cushion or a block if you want, or simply just relax down towards the ground. And we're going to take a couple of breaths here. So in yoga, we try and breathe in and out through the nose. And today, coming into that theme of celebration, we're just going to celebrate what our breath can do for us. So it doesn't matter if that breath is shallow or deep or fast or slow. We're just going to try to take a deeper breath than we're already taking and just celebrate where we're at. And that theme is going to come through the whole of this class. We're celebrating being here together, virtually, practicing our yoga together. Just celebrating the whole of this lovely season that we've had with Park Yoga this summer. Perhaps you're outdoors like I am, enjoying the sounds and the smells around you. Maybe you're inside if it's raining, and that's okay too. Just drawing your awareness into your body. So drawing your awareness out from that outside world and drawing inwards, coming into your body. Taking a couple more breaths here. And then when you're ready, we're just going to creep up to all fours. So settling yourself with the knees under the hips and the hands underneath the shoulders. And then from here, we're just gently going to lift the legs one at a time. So we're just lifting the heels up a little bit, just patting those feet down onto the ground. And then swaying the spine side to side, bringing some movement through the ribs, through the belly, through the hips, the shoulders. Celebrate your spine. Celebrate every single inch of movement that you have in your body right now. You can close your eyes if you're on your own, or if you're in that safe space, maybe with people that you know. Feel free to take a big move. Go crazy with your spine moves. Just absolutely move 100% for you right now. And then come back to stillness, come back to steadiness. And we're going to come through a traditional cat-cow now. So dropping through the belly button, lifting the chest, lifting the tailbone. And then exhale, round through the spine. Begin to take your gaze between your knees. And then inhale, open up. Exhale and round. And inhale and open. And you're going to keep doing that. Just a couple more cycles. Really begin to move into your spine now. Moving forwards and back. Exploring this space that you have in your spine. It might be you're doing this early on the morning, Sunday morning, just as this has been released. So you might be feeling a little bit on that stiff side, and that's okay. We're going to warm up. We're going to come through some stronger, more challenging transitions. We're going to come into some deep stretches. But we're going to warm up all of the body beforehand. Come back to neutral when you're ready. And then from here, we're going to tuck our toes, begin to find that little bit of strength, that little bit of fire that we know we have. Hover your knees if you can. If you can't hover both knees, that's okay. Just begin to find a little bit of strength through the shoulders. You don't have to lift the knees if that's not possible for you. Remember, we're celebrating your body, so you do what works for you. When you're ready, drop those knees down, and we're going to creep the hands a little bit further forward, just taking them a couple more inches forward. Tuck the toes and then push your hips up and back. And then gently just bending the knees a little bit. So if you're regular to yoga, you might do this a lot where we bend the knees a lot. See if you just bend them a little bit. Celebrate that length, that stretch that's already there. There's no need to bend the knee a lot. Just gently bend it. And then from here, really nice juicy stretch. We're going to tiptoe the feet all the way to the front of our mat. Inch by inch. Celebrate that slow pace as we move forward. And then taking the feet together or hip width apart, whichever feels more comfortable. Drop the chin to the chest, relax through the shoulders, through the head, through the neck. If you can touch the floor, fab. If you can't, that's okay too. You're just going to take a hold of opposite elbows if that feels good for you. Take a breath in. Take a breath out. Maybe just smile to yourself. You've taken this time today. You've dedicated this time just for you. This 20 to 30 minute practice, it's all for you. So celebrate that. Be proud of yourself. You've done that. You've rolled out your mat. You've stepped up and you've joined in with your yoga practice today. Inhale, reach those hands all the way up to the sky. Lengthen out through the fingertips. Lengthen the hands up towards the ceiling. So the feet firm down to the ground. We reach our fingertips up, lengthen up. And if you're outside and the sun is shining, then just allow that sun to light up your face. And if you're inside, close your eyes and imagine that sun is warming your skin. You're feeling that warmth of the sunshine, maybe even imagining your feet in the sand at the sea, the warm ocean just lapping at their feet. As you exhale, release the hands all the way down beside the body, and we're going to take those hands behind us, clasp the hands behind us. Might be that you feel really nice and open through the chest. I know I'm feeling really tight through the chest today. I've spent too long sitting at my desk. So maybe you want to fully straighten the arms. Maybe you're going to stick with me with a gentle bend in the elbows. And that's okay. You never have to take the full pose. We're celebrating where we are at. We're not trying to get anywhere. We're just enjoying this present moment. Enjoy every moment that the whole of this class throws up for you. When you're ready, inhale, reach those hands all the way back up to the sky. And then exhale, bending through the knees, begin to fold forward. We're going to fold all the way down to a forward fold. Release the head, release the neck. And then inhale, find your strength. Come to a halfway lift, but reach the fingertips behind you. So we're finding this power through the back of the body, this strengthening through our back body. And then when you're ready, inhale, bend the knees, squeezing the thighs together, the feet together if they aren't already. Lengthen the arms out in front of you. We're going to find our chair pose. I told you there was going to be some strength, but that's okay. Find a smile. If it's too much, bring the hands out to shoulder height. Ease up a little bit. Find what works for you, but find your smile too. So wherever you are, bring that smile to your face. Find that strength in your legs. Good. When you're ready, exhale, forward fold. And then inhale, rise all the way up, reach the hands up to the ceiling. Squeeze through your back body, so squeezing your glute muscles, your buttocks, squeezing through the hamstrings, the backs of the thighs. And then exhale, forward fold. We're going to take that flow again. Inhale, halfway lift with the fingertips out behind us. Find some energy, find a smile. When you're ready, exhale, sink through the knees, bend at the hips. And find your chair pose again. Sometimes it's called fierce pose, this one, and you can see why. We're finding that strength, we're finding our energy, and we're going to find a smile the whole time too. Take a couple of breaths. And then exhale, release. forward fold. Doesn't matter if you can't touch the ground. Remember, celebrate where you're at, not where you want to be or where you think you should be. Inhale, reach those hands all the way up to the sky. Breathe in that sunshine on your face, or even if it's imaginary. And exhale this time as we fold down to the ground. Bend the knees, plant the hands, and we're going to step back to plank position. Option to drop the knees if you're working with a little less intensity today. From there, drop the knees, bend the elbows halfway. We're going to come down with the torso. And then we're going to lower all the way down, lower the belly button to the mat, untuck the toes, squeeze the back body, wrap the elbows in, gaze forward, back body strong, front body long, finding your cobra pose. Exhale from here, bend at the knees, push the hips all the way back, coming through a brief child's pose, then lifting your hips, pushing up and back, downward facing dog. And in down dog today, finding your feet hip width apart, your hands spread nice and wide through the fingertips. And take a breath in. And just celebrate that. Maybe you've been doing yoga a while. Maybe you remember when down dog was really, really hard. Maybe just be proud of yourself for a minute for how far you've come. Maybe you're just starting out and it still feels hard, and that's okay too. Yoga isn't necessarily easy every step of the way, but we can enjoy every minute of it. When you're ready, gaze between your hands. We're going to lift up through our right leg and bring your right foot to between the hands. If it doesn't reach first time, take a hold of the ankle, draw it forward. Drop that back knee down and inhale, reach up. Open your chest upwards. If you want a little bit deeper, we're going to slide our elbows out to the side. Open your chest. And feel that sunshine on your skin once more. Even if you're imagining that sunshine, which often in England we have to do, that's okay. Find your smile, find your warmth, find that reason to celebrate your body, your pose, and your yoga practice today. When you're ready, bring those hands down to the ground. And we're going to step all the way back to down dog, pushing the hips up and back. From here, lift that left leg up to the sky, sweep the foot to between the hands. Drop the right knee down, so right knee just softens to the mat. Inhale, reach up into your low lunge. You're extending those fingertips up. And back bends are energizing, they're uplifting poses. So if you want to take it further, we're going to begin to slide those elbows out to the side again. We're pushing our sternum, the front of our chest forward, squeezing our back body. Find your energy. Find your smile and just celebrate this moment right here, right now. What a moment it is. When you're ready, place the hands down to the ground and then step your right foot to meet your left up at the front of your mat. And inhale, find your halfway lift and those fingertips reach back behind you. Strong through the legs, strong through the back body. Exhale, bend the knees, find your chair pose. And then inhale all the way up to standing. Find your length, find your power. And celebrate how tall you can feel right now. Fantastic. When you're ready, exhale, bring the hands down to heart center and gently continue to fold all the way forward. Release the head, release the neck. Inhale, halfway lift. Fingertips out behind you. Exhale, bend the knees, find chair pose. And we've got options here. If you want to work with me, if you want to challenge yourself and celebrate your strength, then you're going to stick with me. Otherwise, if you want to, you can place the hands to the floor and step back to a high lunge. Otherwise, we're going to begin to lift our right leg. From here, we are going to slowly power through that right leg and push it all the way back. Take a step back, find your high lunge. And there you have it. Look at that celebration of your strength. Brilliant. So wherever you are now, settling into this high lunge, we're tall through our spine, fingertips reach forward, finding our power, finding our strength. As we exhale, turn out to warrior two. So lengthening the legs away, arms out to the side, gaze over your front fingertip, and again, feel that strength and just enjoy it, celebrate it. Often we shy away from feeling our body work, but why? Feel your body work and be proud of your body for working. When you're ready, inhale, straighten that front leg.
Exhale, bend, take forearm to thigh. Reach up and over, finding your extended side angle. Really nice, deeper stretch now. Rewarding yourself perhaps for that harder work. When you're ready, exhale, bring the hands down to frame that front foot and step all the way in. Halfway lift. Maybe you bring those fingertips out behind you. From here, exhale, find your chair pose. Lengthening out through the fingertips, bending through the knees, squeezing your thighs together, and you know what's coming. Option if you want, take the hands to the floor, step back to high lunge. Otherwise, we're going to begin to lift our left foot. And then sliding that foot with intent, with power behind us. Ground into the toes. Lift up through your fingertips, gaze is forward, front leg is powerful. And just take a moment, smile, find your power, and stick with it. Don't shy away from it. Find it and stick with it. When you're ready, we're going to come to warrior two. So turning outwards to face the left now. Right arm comes forward, left arm is behind us. We gaze over that front middle finger. Just checking that front knee is tracking forward. Sometimes it'll fall into the left. Keep it tracking forward. Set your determination over that front middle finger. And just celebrate what your body can do. It doesn't matter how low those hips are. Sometimes you might hear that that thigh has to be parallel with the floor. It doesn't have to be. It can be, but it doesn't have to be. So just celebrate where you are right now. When you're ready, inhale, straighten up through that front leg. Exhale, bend, take the forearm to thigh, reaching up and over with the back arm coming into extended side angle. So really, really lengthening here through the fingertips, stretching out. This is the last bit of work for those thighs, and then we're coming into a deeper stretch or two before our relaxation. So don't you worry, you're nearly there. When you're ready, place the hands either side of that front foot, and then we're going to wiggle our way back into a child's pose. So just where we began, take the big toes together, lengthen out through the hips, through the heels. Take a breath or two and settle in. Really nice. From here, just gently, we're going to take a twist. So we're going to come up to all fours. And then from there, threading your left hand, palm facing up underneath your right arm. And then you're going to lay the left shoulder, the left side of the head down to the ground. And that might be enough. You might want to just put the weight through the right arm to deepen your twist. If you want to take it deeper, you can reach your hand up and over onto your lower back. And again, if you're feeling tight through the chest like I am, that may be too much. You may prefer to stay with that hand down on the mat. Remembering that we're just celebrating you. And that's okay to only go as far as feels good for you. When you're ready, wiggle your way back to center. And we're going to move straight to the other side. So your right hand's going to thread underneath your left. The palm faces up. Maybe your left hand stays down. Maybe you bring it up and over onto the lower back. Creating that twist, that stretch through the upper body. Take a few breaths here. Breathing in and out through the nose if you can. Come back to that breath now. And as you breathe in, just celebrate. Maybe you're out in nature. Maybe you can smell that fresh air. Maybe you've got the window open in your indoor space. And you can breathe in that fresh air. Just enjoying that connection with nature. When you're ready, inhale, come back to center, come back to all fours. And from here, we're gently going to just take the feet to one side and take a seat, and then lengthen the legs out in front of us. So lengthening those legs out. And it might be enough, particularly if you're a runner or you do a lot of cycling or a lot of running activity. You may want to take the hands to the floor, flex the toes, and stay here at 90 degrees. If you want to go further, you're going to just fold a little bit further at the hips, hinge forward. Lengthen out through the spine. And you might go all the way down, you might not. Remember, you're celebrating your body. And if you're celebrating your body, that means you're not going to overdo it. You're not going to beat that body into submission. You're going to work with it. Take a breath in and out through the nose. And then when you're ready, slide those hands up towards the hips. We're going to bend our knees, take our hips to somewhere in the middle of our mat, and then roll down onto our back, onto our spine. Maybe just hug the knees in, draw them in, hug around the shins. Maybe sway side to side if that feels good. And then extending the left leg all the way away, taking it down onto the mat. You can, if you want, bend the knee and take the sole of the foot to the floor if that feels less intense. And we're going to draw our right knee into our chest. Just lengthening out through the lower back, through the glutes. Just giving our hips a little bit of love, a little bit of appreciation. They worked hard as we tried that challenging step back, so we're stretching them out now. And then lengthen that leg away. And then switch sides. So we're drawing that opposite leg in now, just drawing it in. Stretching out. Take a few breaths. And lengthen away. And then from here, coming into our relaxation. So taking the feet hip width or mat width apart. Turn the palms to face up to the sky. And now is your opportunity to take up your space. Often in life, we try to take up a smaller space than we take up. Don't do that right now. Right now, take up as much space as you need. So if you want to go for a full wide starfish, go for it. Take up the space that you need. Close the eyes if you're comfortable to do so. And just lay here on your back. And we are going to tune in with nature, whether you are outside with me, or whether you are inside. Park yoga is all about nature, and so we are going to tune in with nature right now. So just tuning into, if you're outside, those sounds around you. And if you're not outside, that's okay. Just tuning into sounds of the rustling grass, imagining them. Imagine the sounds of bees buzzing by, the leaves rustling in the distance. Maybe you can even hear birds chirping away in the trees. Just spend a few moments creating your landscape. And if you're outside, then tune into that landscape that's already there. And then tune into the feeling of it, so the feeling on your skin. Wherever you are, feeling a breeze upon your skin. And then feeling the warmth on your skin too, perhaps from the sun or perhaps from your nice cocooned, safe indoor space. Wherever you are, feel a warmth upon your skin. And then begin to feel that warmth traveling out throughout your body. So maybe it started on the face or on the torso. And we're going to feel that warmth travel all the way through down to the fingertips until the whole of the body feels warm. And as the whole of the body feels warm, with your exhalation, just relax. Take an inhalation, and as you exhale, let go of all stuff holding on. Maybe just take a moment to bring a smile to your face. Sometimes even the act of smiling can make us feel good. We've done a little bit of movement, a little bit of exercise, our endorphins are flowing, bringing that smile to our face, and all of those chemicals in our body, they're going to make us happy. We're going to celebrate that right now. Just spending a few more moments here in your relaxation. When you're ready, begin to take a deeper breath. Maybe move the fingertips and the toes, circle the wrists, circle the ankles, make fists, whatever feels right. And then as you inhale, take a full breath out through the entire body. Pause here on your right hand side. And then in your own time, wiggle your way up to seated and bring the hands together at the heart center. Drop the chin to the chest and slowly blink open the eyes. And with that smile, just bring your gaze up. Thank you. Namaste. Thank you so much for practicing with me and coming through our celebration flow to finish off our season of Park Yoga. If you have enjoyed Park Yoga, whether you've enjoyed the Park Yoga shorts or Park Yoga in person at your local park, then do please fill out our questionnaire. We've got a questionnaire up on our Facebook page, and maybe you can check your local page as well. It might be on there if you like. If you check that out, and if you could fill that out, that would be a great help to us. It tells us what you've enjoyed and what we can do better next year so that then Park Yoga is even better for you. As well, if you would like to donate, I know that often we get questions of how to donate. You can donate via our website. If you just go to the Park Yoga website, you can donate there if that is something that you would like to do. We are a charity, and those donations will go forward to helping us to continue the sites that we already have open and open new sites next season. So do donate if you can. It is very much appreciated and it keeps us running as a charity. Finally, I wanted to say a very, very big thank you from everybody here at Park Yoga, myself, Naomi, the Park Yoga instructor at Minehead, but also every other instructor and everybody else involved in Park Yoga. A really, really big thank you for joining us today and all throughout our season. We wish you the very, very best winter, and we will see you again next year at your local park. And if you want to know if we do Park Yoga in your local park, pop to our website. Our sites are on there, and that's just parkyoga.co. So if you go to parkyoga.co, all the information you need is there. If you've taken any pictures of yourself doing Park Yoga, then share them and tag us. It's Park Yoga UK on Facebook and on Instagram. So do please tag us if you are enjoying your classes. We love to see you in your homes and outside in your gardens practicing your Park Yoga. Have a lovely rest of your day, and a very big thank you and goodbye from everybody at Park Yoga.